flown true. Hello? Can you hear
Hello,
me?
good sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, sir.
All right, good, good, good. Give me just a moment and we'll get it going. I'm going to give him till the end of this minute and then we'll start.
Alright, I'll quiet until we're ready to go.
All right, we're going to start it up. Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers. This is going to be Group A, the first of 4 rounds of qualifiers. And we have got a lot of action to get into, but first, for those of you who are not acclimated as to who I am, I'm RedEyes, your ever-lovable and adorably cuddly caster, bringing you that daily dosage of butt kickery, tomfoolery, and all-around shenaniganism. And we do have a stacked lobby for you today, boys and girls. We got Supreme Esports, Execute, Notorious Elites, Tip Top K1, Overclock, Newborn Sins, Fortune Esports, Zexify, No Fear, Expressions, Reality, Hitman Gaming, Counter 7, Fortune Esports, ADP Rain, Suicide, Real Gunners Esports, Catalyst, Ogilvy, and Dior Esports. So I'm expecting nothing but action right off the bat. But I am not here all on my own. I'm here with a amazing co-caster. Introduce yourself, Mr. Pickford.
Yes, sir.
Well, there he is with the yes, sir. Anyways,
sorry about that. My fitness got to take a break during talking. My apologies. Things are getting screwed up.
all good, bro. So we're going to be starting this match off with an Erangel. What exactly needs to be said about an Erangel?
I keep getting disconnected. I apologize.
It's no problem at all, dude. No problem at all. So what needs to be said about an Erangel? Well, basically, it's like the off-bred love child of Sandhawk and Miramar because it's the perfect middle ground between those two extremes, which leaves it fairly reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we get. And we see it's a fairly centralized flight path, not too ideal, not too unideal, just about right in the middle, you know? We see RGE heading alongside members of No Fear going to the North George area. That could be something to watch out for. We also see members of Zexify. They're going to be claiming Pachinki all to themselves. Not far off, they got Expressions landing nearby Tip Top. Oh, we also have something here between the Notorious Elites Team 5 and Team 17 ADP Rain. I think I'm going to tune into that just to start things off with. Tuning into Not Z, who's got himself a crossbow. We'll see how that plays out for him. Uh-oh. Alice, oh, not Hades, pardon me, getting a knock of his own before being knocked as well by How Ya. Sorry for not being able to pronounce it. Oh, and down goes Not Z, unfortunately, leaving it up to Fids and Cushy, who I'm not sure if they're even close by. No, I don't think no, they're not. Okay, so what else to tune into? I'm going to switch on over to Team 7. That is, of course, Overclock, and they are not too far off from members of Reality. Thank you for the follows. You here with me, Pickford, or are you still having trouble?
I'm having trouble. It's my headphones are not getting supported by Discord for some reason. I'm trying to figure it out.
Take your time, buddy. No worries. Oh, we have something brewing here down at Military Base. Let's go see about it. It's members of Expressions, and they are down here with, let's see, it looks like Fortune Esports. That's not correct. That's not correct. Yeah, it is Fortune Esports White. Fortune Esports White. And they've already lost Spooky. Oh, here we go. Asteroid, pretty close by some trouble. Finding himself that AR comp.
My headphones keep saying that this device is not with audio. But after 20 seconds.
Uh-oh.
So,
Hitman Gaming. Oh, that's Ninja OP going down. That is not good. Oh. His buddy is here for the revive. Let's see. Wow, we actually have quite a bit of action brewing up at the very beginning. I'm kind of surprised to see it. I'm going to tune into Supreme Esports. They are not far off from Trouble. Trouble being the Tier 1 team of Dior. That's Rush, Bang, Speedy, and Bleach. And Rush marking a level 3 helmet for his teammates. Uh-oh. Gonna get eyes on Team 6. That is, of course, Tip Top K1. They are up here in the midst with Execute, another T1 team. We got Alpha Wolf, Nublet, Infinity, and Not Nyx. I believe this is a Tier 1 team. I know it's a Tier 1 clan, so. However, some of these names are a little new to me, so I could be wrong. Hey, wow, it doesn't pick up the yellow in my my shorts. That's cool. Alright, here we go. This is going to be Execute facing off with Tip Top K1. Uh-oh, and one is down. Alpha Wolf getting the knock right there and then. Nublet is down, though. However, we've got Tip Top K1, Ning trying to come to the rescue, but he might be a little bit late. Actually, I take it back. He's not coming to the rescue. He's getting out of there. Alright, Fortune Esports White. As I said, they're not too far off from Ogilvy. Thank you so much for the follows. Uh-oh. Catalysts. Not too far off from members of Notorious Elites, but it looks like they're going to be working their way a little closer into zone. And just in case you guys aren't aware of where I'm talking about, I am just referencing these guys over here, and they don't have members of Zexify too far off, so they need to be aware about them. I am curious about if this is going to brew up over here between Supreme Esports and members of the Catalyst, or members of Dior Esports. I'll have to see. How you doing, Pickford? No luck? That's unfortunate. My co-caster's having some technical issues. Oh, and I am just having some technical issues as well, as my sound is cutting in and out. Let me unplug and replug, get that sound fixed before it becomes too big of an issue. It's going to happen again tonight, I can almost guarantee it. It's just part of using OBS Link, but we work with what we got. Oh, Dior Bang going in. Let's go see about that. That would be the team's first kill if he can get it. Taking out members of Supreme Esports right there. Bye-bye, Cobra. Ooh, Catalyst still not far off from Zexify. In this area over here. Oh, and that is a knock on one of them. Let's go see about it. Oh, before I forget, for those of you guys who are just now tuning in, This is round 1 of 4. Uh-oh. ADP Rain seems to have opposition that's counter 7 nearby. Where was that? Oh, I see. They're nearby, but not close enough. I'm going to get eyes on Execute once more, as they find themselves pretty close to Tip Top K1. And that's Nublet putting some 4x M16 shots down towards members of Tip Top K1. Not really finding the connection that he was hoping for, but still. Okay. We got Expressions kind of getting a little too uncomfortably close to reality here over at the bridge. But this is brewing up to be something here, potentially. Nublet's going to try to drive around. Boy, Nix is right up in the mix with them. Them being Tip Top. Oh. I am still on the line in group room. Oh, I see. I just now saw his message. Can you hear me, Pickford? Pickford. Hello?
There we go.
There we go. Sorry, buddy. I just now saw your message.
Reset everything. That's usually
Raiding RedEyes was a very
Yo,
sexy thing to
Squidge, thank you so much for the raid, buddy.
yeah, so everybody coming through loud and clear now.
Alright, sorry about the sound cutting out, guys. We'll get it fixed after this little altercation.
Nope.
It's just because I ended up kicking the cord on accident.
Oh, am I coming through loud and clear now?
Yep,
Are
perfect.
all my problems solved?
Coming in loud and clear.
Alright, good. I'm glad. Wow,
Oh,
my
that was a
phone-
successful nade.
No one to talk to.
Alright, here's the push from Execute Team 4 on the Team 6. And that is Nix coming in with the finish.
What a
Nicely
great
done by
job.
Execute.
Saw how they started this out.
And then Nix goes... They're getting third party. They're getting third party by Ogilvy.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy, this is bad news for Execute here. What a time to come in third party. Oh, that Nape doing great work on Zing. Taking him down very low. Pew Pew coming in.
Look how Infinity's blocking him from getting up the stairs.
Yeah.
Smart.
That is kind of a clever little tactic that it's going to get him killed.
I mean, he's pretty much dead too, but if he give his team a couple extra seconds to
Yeah.
get up, get health, get up.
Yeah, he was probably going to
Yeah,
get thirsted
I'd
anyway.
love to ask him that because this is a team. We're going to be talking to this team right after this match, so we'll have to ask him whether if that was done on purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you can give these guys a couple extra seconds to get healthy and get some health in them, and you can be the difference between surviving and dying.
So it's down to Nix and Nublet here. Nix with a great knock on Pew Pew, and then going down himself at the hands of Zing.
1v2 right now.
Nublet's the last hope,
There
and
they
that's the
go.
finish. Good job. Good job, good job.
Excellent
The
job
Team
by
Ogilvy.
to come in there and know what was going on, watch the kill feed, see the third party, and push it in there and finish it off. It was pretty difficult, but we said this in so many of these matches that when they have 2 guys or 3 guys, if you can win there and push all 4 guys, you get 1 or 2 guys knocked. Just keep that pressure on so that eventually you will kill them all. And if you put that pressure on, they don't have time to go and thirst your guys, and you can get all your guys back up. Even though if you lose one, drop 1, 2, or even 3 guys get dropped, you can still finish them off and get that victory.
100%. Oh my goodness, look what we have with Hitman Gaming. Team 14, they are in the water, all 4 of them, swimming, pulling some Michael Phelps stuff, and potentially being soon to be gate kept by Fortune Esports right here. That could spell out a lot of trouble for Hitman Gaming if they are not careful. We'll have to keep an eye out on and see what happens with that down the road. Alright, I'm going to switch on over to Team 7, which is, of course, Team Overclock, because they have members of Expressions not too far off.
Decided to wait on the large side of the island.
Hold on, 1 second. I'm being trolled here real quick.
Already pushed over to military. They're going to stay on that far side, and not really engage on that bridge and on that military side of the island. You know, as soon as they get on it, it's going to start off. So then it's better to just wait a little while, get yourself in the right mindset before you push across the bridge. You know it's going to be on as soon as
Dior, Team 22, up here in the mix with Team 21, Ogilvy. Ogilvy versus Dior, and Casper's driving right by Speedy. Speedy has no health. Casper doesn't know he's there, though. Oh, luckily his teammate found him. Here we go. What a push by Casper, getting the knock on Rush. And then Casper goes down. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Rush was coming up from that hill. It was hard because it was lower level. It's so difficult to be successful on a push when you're coming up from a lower level against 2 people.
Yeah. All right, so we got Ogilvy getting some revives here, but they have more members of Dior very close by.
The problem is that they're so spread out. King and Pew
looks like
so far away from Casper.
Yeah.
And Sierra, are they even going to be able to get in there and pick them up? It's got Bleach over there.
I got to go tune into Zexify. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm tuning into Zexify, but I'm going to tune out. It looks like Luxuria is going to bail away from the fight, so nothing to see there.
It looks like King's trying to come up behind his 2 players to see if he can get them saved, but nope, he decided that, you know what, they're done. So it looks like they're giving up on Sierra and Casper. Go back to Pew and fight. He's going back into the compound to fight, to hold there. Looks like Ogilvy, Casper, and Sierra are...
Ooh, Zing with the great knock-on bang. Great knock-on bang with that 3x M4 combo.
No, it's literally a 2v1.
Mm-hmm. So it's Pew and Zing here against Rush and Speedy. And Rush is going to get some smoke cover down to see if he can get to a revive.
He's got to get to bang.
Oh, I'm going to go...
At a minimum.
Yeah, I got to switch over to just for a moment to see how far away... Okay, Fortune Esports is a little bit further away from Hitman than I thought. Hitman was able to get into the zone, or get into land from swimming across the river. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, we got Havoc, one of 2 remaining members of Up for Expressions, and he's not too far off from the Newborn Sins, who are still a group of 4. So he needs to be a little bit more careful of his surroundings. They're not close enough that it can be an immediate threat, but if they get much closer, it is going to go down.
The problem is that they're nowhere near each other. I mean, neither one of these guys can do anything. Havoc or Capaz. They're just so far away from each other. They're pretty much one off. They're the same team. I don't know why this. I mean, they're like super far apart. Oh, and Pew gets banged.
Oh no! All right, what team are we talking about? I can't remember what team they are. Team number.
They are.
Oh, Dior,
Ogilvy.
22.
Yeah, Dior and Ogilvy. Yeah.
Okay, so it's all up to Speedy here. Speedy's going to be trying his best to get away, actually, it looks like. Could be intercepted by Zing pretty
they're
shortly.
also tasting that level 3 zone, which is it's starting. It's when it starts to get a little spicy.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. We got 52 people still alive, with almost half the zone being occupied by water. Okay, we got RGE coming in pretty darn close to Luxuria, the last remaining member up for Zexify. But he's gonna have a little bit more space than I thought. Alright, we got members of NF, that is, of course, No Fear, working their way across the bridge. Great shots there by Banga. With a car 98.
There's only 2 teams in the zone, so all these teams have to push in. This is going to cause a lot of havoc. It's not a lot of buildings, not a lot of physical
compounds, yeah.
locations for these guys to push into.
All right, I'm going to switch over to Newborn Sins. I forgot to turn all chat off. Anyways, I'm switching over to Newborn Sins here, and they are awfully close to RGE. I'm sorry about this, guys. I might have to, actually, there's nothing I can really do about it other than mute everything. But I'll fix it for next game. Okay. It looks like members of Catalyst are getting pretty close by a certain member of Newborn Sins. That is King from Team 8.
I heard a car.
Okay. You heard a car. Neato.
Don't let him see me.
Yeah, it looks like they're able to rotate away from RGE. And then push up into that hill where King is at.
You just built different. Oh, you could go right now. You go right. Oh, nah, Lux! Bro! Go right, go right.
Okay, go right, go
Yeah,
right.
good stuff.
Sorry about that, guys. Alright.
How many firsts do you have?
So, ooh, Catalyst Memo taken down to half health. Here's the push from RGE and
Oh, no,
from
she has,
Newborn
like,
Sins.
No choice.
Actually, I take that back. RGE is not even involved with that at all. That was silly of me. Oh, Urza from Counter 7 taking out Supreme Slime.
The fuck? Am I blind?
I'm going to have to mute all chat for a moment, guys. It's going to mute all game sound. And forgive me about it, but I'm not going to deal with this girl talking too much more. So, okay, we got nades being thrown at Newborn Sins from Cat Memo. He's going to retreat from that nade, taking back a little bit. But they are just about to scrap off. And look, Luxuria, the last remaining member up from Zexify, in the dead zone, pushing in from behind. Here he comes in right in from the back. Oh, and here we go. King versus Memo. See if she stopped talking. And Brayan going down right there by Catalyst Wick. And Wick taken down to awfully low health, but getting Jers in the process. Good job.
37 people still in this tiny little circle.
Yeah, it's gonna get sweaty. Oh, I gotta go tune into reality. Team 13, Raj. He was very, very close to members of. Let's see this. Their tag is dark. Oh no, it's Fortune Esports White. Pardon me. Okay, we actually have a little more space. RGETG from Team 19 could be a little too close to Trouble here. Trouble, of course, being Team 21, Ogilvy. Oh, and up north outside the zone, we got Suicide putting shots down onto members of Overclock, Team 7. Getting eyes once again on TG here for a moment. Oh, Irish taking out Ruhan. Nice shots. That had to be a distance shot. Had to be. Oh, and switching over to Team Fortune Esports as they are squaring off as we speak against ADP Rain, and that is one knock on TT. Oh, CC getting Plumpy. It's down to Yoshi and Natnat, and they are eliminated right there and then.
Well, there's so many teams up here on this hill. Team 20,
Yep.
Team 19, Team 5. And then Bum OP is just chillaxing in the zone.
Yep.
Trying to
Oh,
get in.
Desync from No Fear, the last remaining up. And he is just hugging this dead zone, taking some damage. Reality doing a great job of gatekeeping this area. And this is, of course, Fortune Esports White, No Fear, and Reality here. Nades have been thrown, not really connecting. Oh, great finish on Blimmo by Zuko. And that nade could be... Nope, it was close. It does a little bit of damage, not much though.
It is how difficult these scrims are. These teams have played for almost 25 minutes, and they're just getting in the top 10.
That's
so
true.
It was in top 3. I mean, you have to put a lot of time, a lot of effort in to get that top 3.
Yeah. Survival is pivotal. Ooh!
Top 10.
Irish gets the finish on Luxuria, and so that's it for Zexify. Pew Pew getting a nade on RGE Rohan. I'm gonna go see about this. Pew Pew holding the sniper tower over RGE's little house. It's just Pew Pew and Zing at this point. And Pew Pew almost getting the knock. Well, getting him down to half health, we'll say. Returning my attention back over to Reality, it's Freaky and Raj dealing with both ADP and Fortune Esports White. And down goes Freaky. It's all up to Raj and Zuko at this point. Hugging the smoke. But they still have someone close by, and that's ADP TT. And Freaky getting Asteroid with a molly. Nice. Lewis from Suicide getting a knock as well.
Movie's in a perfect position, even though they had that huge issue, that huge battle earlier with DR.
Mm-hmm.
They got themselves in some compounds, and they got the zone. So Suicide's going to come in from the left-hand side, and Real and Team 20 all have to push in on Ogilvy. Really, the only issue is that if Pew Pew and Zing are too far away from each other, they can't really help each other out. And
Yeah.
how good their communication is, but if communication is good, they're gonna have a lot of people pushing them all at once. So
That's a knock on Raj by Catalyst Irish. And it's going to be a quick thirst, I believe. Lewis from Suicide trying to get eyes on Zuko here with the 4X Scar L. And look, Catalysts have Wick going down. And look at this, Wick and Irish with 10 kills between the two of them. However, Wick is down. Irish is probably not finding much of a way to get to him. Wick is actually traveling outwards towards the dead zone, so I don't think it's going to work out for him. I think he's coming out here to drop his first aids. Now, this is something I disagree with, what Irish is doing. He just doesn't want to give up kills, so he's healing up outside the zone. But it's got its advantages and its disadvantages. Oh, Zing going down right there and then. It's all up to Pew Pew for, pardon me, Team Ogilvy. Molly's being thrown, and it does get Pew Pew. He is brought down awfully low, and that is a finish. Great job. What a finish.
Oh, excellent job. Excellent job.
And you know what? The Suicide Boys here are very lucky because I gave them an extra minute just to get their third player in, and it takes at least 3 players to be qualified. So Suicide is going to take first place with 6 kills. Very nicely done. Ogilvy grabbing second place with 12. Very nice. We got Reality grabbing third with 5. Catalyst in fourth with 12 kills. Fifth place is going to go to ADP Rain with 8. We got Fortune Esports. That might be Fortune Esports or Fortune Esports White, grabbing 6th place with 5. RGE in 7th with 3 kills. 8th place is going to go to No Fear with 1 kill from Banga. We got the Notorious Elites in 9th place with 1 kill from Hades. Zexify in 10th place with 1 kill from Jesse. Supreme in 11th with 2 kills from Bum Bum OP. We got Expressions, I believe that's Expression. Oh, no, that is Overclock in 12th place with 0. We got the other Fortune Esports team grabbing 13th place with 4 kills. We've got Counter 7 taking 14th with 3. Expressions in 15th with 0. Hitman Gaming in 16th with 2. NS, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Newborn Sins. Pardon me. My apologies to Newborn Sins. In 17th with 0. 18th is going to go to Dior with 3 kills. Execute in 19th place with 4 kills. And, of course, CN1 is going to be grabbing 20th place with 0 kills. Alrighty, guys, stick around. We are going to be back in probably about 10 to 12 minutes with round 2 of our 4-round scrim night. But over the meantime, I believe there's an interview coming up from our co-caster, Pickford.
The guys from Execute. So I'll hopefully get these guys in here, and we can talk about that last match, the goods, the bads, and what they're looking at for the rest of the night.
All right, and we'll be back very shortly, guys. These are my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers, Group A. Stick around. We'll be back soon. Pick, were you having trouble getting them in there?
So I just talked to Logan Shot. They're coming in right now. I have a little bit of first-timers issues, but as soon as they're in here, we'll get these guys going right now.
Okay, no worries. I'm going to go ahead and make the room now.
Yes, sir. So we are lucky enough to have these guys coming in. We've got Brendo, and we have got Nix from Execute. Oh, and there we go. We have all the guys from Execute come in. So first of all, thank you guys very much for giving us a little bit of your time in between matches 1 and 2, and welcome to the stream. You guys are all on mute, so you have to take that off there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
Hello. There we go. So first thing I want to do is we'll talk about that first match. You guys started out real well. You guys were on the military island, and you got one half of Tip Top K1, but you guys pretty much dispatched them pretty quickly. The other half took off, but you guys were able to hunt them down and take them out good with that strong push with the grenades. You gotta just walk us through those 2 battles. And how you were able to like the first half and the second half of against TikTok K1 when you guys took them out.
Alright. I think it was CN1 we wiped.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, see one.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they were the
our
first one.
teammate landed separate from us, and he said there were cars on him. So all of us rushed out towards them. But we got 2 early knocks. So once you have
We
2
just
knocks, you know, you obviously have to push that, right? Because all of us
Yeah.
are up. And we realized the buggy guy went off. So we were like, okay, they're just 2. So it's all of us. It's just 2 of them. We could take that fight. We're that confident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys, peppering them with the grenades beforehand to loosen them up was, I think, a great idea. And then you guys were able to get there and take them out. But then, of course, like always happens in scripts, as soon as you guys get your loot and trying to get healthy, of course, Dior comes in there, I think it was, or not, Ogilvy comes in there and starts third partying you guys right off the bat.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that wasn't expected. It caught us off guard. Like I myself got knocked on first hit trying to grenade from outside the house.
Yeah, that was a very hard third party.
And
Now,
because it happened so suddenly, like we
yeah.
didn't have time to process what's going on because they pushed right away, right?
Yes.
And
So I got a question. Somebody got knocked and they went down the stairs and blocked the stairs from the guys coming up. Who did that? Because I thought that was genius.
That was
Infinity.
Infinity.
So our
oh my
teammate.
God.
Infinity. So whoever, I thought that was like, you know, because you guys were trying to pick him up on the floor. The guys trying to get past you, and you're just blocking them, so we can't get past you. Giving your team just a few extra seconds. As you know, getting picked up, having a couple extra seconds can be the difference between getting picked up and getting and now you're just getting knocked immediately. So that was pretty 200 IQ play right there.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it was 200 IQ, but the 0 IQ play was getting knocked by his own teammate, you know?
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta make
With the name.
like work for it. So, execute. Let's talk about execute. Where did you guys come from? How'd you guys start up? What's your guys' history?
Well, all of us have separate comp experiences playing for different teams, and recently we started playing together, and we decided to form another execute comp squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, our synergy isn't as much as other teams. Like, we're just starting off together, but we're at the point where, like, I don't want to say we're doing great, but there's room for improvement, and that's how we kind of started playing and starting off comp.
Outstanding. So as a team that has experience, has players that have been in the game for a minute and have played around, versus a team of all newbies, what are you guys' goals as a more experienced team come together? Even though the team's new, the players aren't. They're, you know, more veteran players. Do you have a higher expectation, even though your team is new, to build that synergy quicker than average and to be able to have success immediately?
Yeah, that's the thing. It wouldn't take us as long as any other team to get the hang of it, because we're already doing so good. Like, we started off winning scrims, and now with these tournaments, you know, we're looking to get that synergy up ASAP and move on to, you know, PMCO and shit.
So now you in this first match, you got some kills, you got kills, but then you get that third part. It doesn't give you the result you want on that match one. How, as an experienced team, you guys kind of like shake off? Maybe you didn't get the finish you wanted in match one, but you know you have 3 more matches. You know you can be successful. How do you shake off one bad match and be successful in the other 3?
Yeah, well, we were just discussing that in the lobby, you know, pointing out, like, things like that. You have to point out your mistakes, and the thing is, realizing your mistakes, that's the hardest part. It's not just blaming one guy for doing something. Like, you have to realize what your mistakes are individually in order to progress. And that is something a lot of the teams have to learn to do.
Absolutely.
That's some good advice. I can't fault you for that. So again, we're talking to the guys from Execute after match 1, and he had a lot of action right off the bat. Was able to take out one team, but then as soon as they finished that one team off, another team third party them immediately, and Ogilvy came in there and smacked them and didn't give them a chance to really regroup. So you guys are going to be going into the second match. I always say, it's my unofficial saying, that I don't really judge a team that I've seen them play in Erangel and Miramar. Those to me are the 2 important maps for quality, because it's 2 different maps, 2 different styles. Are you guys going to? What is your style, and what's your outlook for this Miramar match for the second match?
Well,
We'll be going for mostly placement.
Yeah.
yeah, but at the same time, it's Miramar.
That's always smart.
Miramar is long distance, right? So
Yep.
that's a whole different play style. So we'll need to get good scopes, good loot, stuff like that to give you an advantage over the other teams. And
Well, I'll let you guys get in there.
consistency
Again, we're talking to the guys from Execute. They started out aggressive. Maybe didn't have the placement finish they wanted in match one. We'll be keeping an eye on you in the next 3 matches to see if you guys can make up for that and really get yourself some good placement points, get some good kills. You guys can obviously play together. You get the kills. We saw that in match one. Now you just have to throw in some placement. You guys should be stellar for the rest of the night. But good luck and thank you guys all for giving us a few minutes of your
Yeah,
time.
thanks a ton, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
Thanks.
having us.
Appreciate you guys
Yeah,
being here, man.
Have a good one.
And good luck.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I mean,
All right.
how many times have we seen
Alright.
this RedEyes where team goes in there, they're successful, they don't even have it, but they don't even have a chance to breathe though. If keep that Ogilvy team comes in their third party, so wipes them right out. Maybe if it's a fair 4v4.
Yeah,
it's a
I think
totally
if they
different
were,
story.
I think if they were ready for it, I think it would have been
Yeah.
a different story potentially.
Because they attacked so well as a group
Mhm.
against that CN1 team that they're literally just trying to get back to half health. You haven't had a lot of chance to lose because they've had that battle in 2 different locations, and then that Ogilvy team comes in there out of nowhere and hits them before they even know what's going on. They've got a couple knocks, and then then by then the tide is turning. It's gonna be so difficult to get yourself out of that situation.
That's very true. Very true. I couldn't agree more. All right, guys, we're going to be back in about 5 minutes' time with round 2 of our 4-round scrim night. Thanks again to Execute
forward to
for the interview. We'll be back
Okay,
soon,
yeah.
guys.
No problem.
You got one team, but then as soon as they finished that one team off, the team third parted them immediately, and Ogilvy came in there and smacked them and didn't give a chance to really get rid of them. So you guys were going into the second match. I would say, I don't really judge it. But like sometimes
Alrighty guys, welcome back to my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers, Group A, sponsored by Wildcard Gaming. We're going to be kicking round 2 of 4 off as a Miramar. What exactly does a Miramar map entail? Well, it's the largest map that we have in the game, so right away you know the odds of two teams landing next to each other is automatically going to be a little bit slimmer. But it's also the most open map in the game, meaning the odds of you being sniped from 300 meters away is just exponentially higher. And the last thing I want to say about this map is that it's so large that it's entirely reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we get. So with that being said, let's see what we're working with. Ayo DJ, cut the beat. Okay. Now, I would actually argue that this is one of the more ideal flight paths that the participants could have, and here's why. If you were to picture Miramar as a circle divided vertically in half, then that right half would have about 80% of the map's compounds and structures, and this is taking them right through that cluster. So I think it's actually a little bit more opportune for the participants than it looks like. Yo, do I got you here, Pickford?
Yes, sir. These teams, they have to decide, are they going to go to a city, or are they going to try to split loot? Because one thing that Miramar has is they have a lot of small little compounds, 7 or 8 buildings. Not enough for a whole squad, but if each one goes to a 7 or 8 building compound, and they split up a little bit, they will be able to get looted up. So that's the decision that these teams have to make. Are they going to go to the El Pozo? Are they going to go to the Los Leones, those El Azahars, or are they going to try to just go to some of these small little loot locations and try to loot there? And
Absolutely.
then get together in a vehicle and rotate in the circle.
It looks like we got Fortune Esports White landing right next to members of Dior at Cruz de Valet. That could be interesting to start things off. And we got Useless here, proving that he's quite the opposite because he's got a gun early on, and it's, oh, he's got a DBS as well. Or never mind, I take it someone else got it. Nope, he's got a DBS Vector combo. That is not too shabby for being this early on in the game. Spooky rocking a UMP M16. Asteroid with a VSS mini combo.
I really like how Team Dying, they're staying together where Dior is way spread out. So if they can figure out that Clapped is right there, they can push him, even though they have limited loot right now, and just do a 4v1 on him, take him out, and before the rest of the team can really come together and help him out, because Speedy's on the other side of the road, and Rush is way over by the church, and Bang is way over there, the other side of the city, so they're really spread out. So it's really, this could be a good chance for Team 9 to get in there and really deal with. Looks like they're going to push on Clep right now.
Yeah, Execute having a rough go already. They had a member punched out. We see Ogilvy and Los Leones in the mix with Zexify, and not too far off from reality. Oh, but there is something happening here right now between RGE and members of, pardon me, is that Expressions? No, it's not Expressions, it's Ogilvy. No, it's Expressions. Expressions and RGE pretty close by one another, and it looks like RGE just got Expressions Kappas right there and then. All right, I'm going to go switch back over to Execute Team 4 as they are dealing with members of Team 11, No Fear. I thought they were. Yeah, it's Infinity who's got him right on him. Infinity's rocking himself a Winchester, but he's got Bango to worry about very shortly, a very short distance away. 107 viewers. Thank you, guys.
Dior just took out all that entire team. They actually closed it up and were able to take out the entire team.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Without losing any of their own.
Ah, that's a bummer that I missed that. Alright, so Infinity, I just keep looking and wanting to call him Xfinity because that's my TV service provider. But he is just trying to stay still and not create too much movement while Banga is around. But it looks like he's going to go for it. He's got a sawed-off shotgun that he's using as his primary here. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, and Xfinity taken down from behind by D-Sync. Oofta, and that's a quick finish to be expected. And otherwise, we're left with a tiny bit of a spread, and I think that's to be expected, especially on larger maps, which make up, 3 out of the 4 maps that we do tonight. So these little passive periods are to be expected, but I always say that a more passive early game always translates to a more action-packed and climactic mid or end game, so it's worth the trade. Alright, I'm going to switch over to Team 5, Notorious. They're the only 3-person team Or a team that started off
Yeah,
with 3
and,
people.
and Z from Notorious is all by himself. He's pretty much getting, you know, I don't think Team 7, I don't think that, who was it, Overclock knows that he's in there because he's in there all by himself. And they kind of pushed away from there along with Team 17, ADP. They've pushed away from there too.
Yeah.
But he's the other 2 players are pretty close together. Hades and Cushy. But like I said, Nazi is they're pretty much cut off from each other by ADP in between them both.
Absolutely. All right, let's see here. What to tune into? I'm gonna get eyes on Notorious Hades here. He's getting a little uncomfortably close to ADP Rain. Rocking himself an M4 Tommy gun combo, what some argue is the new meta combo. Oh, ADP Rain gonna be driving away. Luckily for them, not necessarily luckily for Notorious. Let's get eyes on anything else. Let's see, we got Fortune Esports, Team 16, kind of finding themselves a little bit sandwiched in between members of Overclock and Suicide. And Suicide showing that they know how to operate even as a 3-person team. They were able to put up a win. So, oh, here we go. We got something brewing here between Expressions Nugs and members of RGE. Nugs is not alone. He's got a teammate with him, but boy, he is super close to members of RGE. With a Tommy Gun Uzi combo. Okay, they're just trying to get their loot right now. Understandable. Oh, it looks like Zexify and Reality are going to run into each other. It's 10 and 13. Potentially going to run into each other. We see Quinn here getting a buggy. His teammate has a Jeep. They're all going to have their own individual vehicles, which I think has its natural advantages and disadvantages that my co-caster Pickford and I have spoken about numerous times. Oh, look here. We got Overclock. Oh, they just worked their way right by Notorious there. Okay, getting eyes once again on Team 4, Execute. They're down to Nublet and Alpha Wolf with members of Ogilvy very close by. Okay. Oh, Sus Nugs going in. Let's see, where is he at? Forgot. Oh well. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go right on back to Expressions. That's where Nugs was from, and he is right in the midst of RGE, and he looks like he was able to get a knock on one of them with a Tommy gun just now. And he's putting shots on the TG as well. Gets him down to half health. However, he is down below half health himself. With no first aids, no boost, and no bandages. That could be problematic.
All these teams are all pushing into that Los Leones area, already jam-packed with players. So it seems everyone decided to go to the big city. It's already got at least 7 or 8 teams in that general vicinity, so it's just going to end up getting more and more crowded and more different teams that get themselves in there.
Absolutely. Nugs just biding his time here. Havoc is knocked by the... Oh, red zone bombed. That sucks. Poor him. Storm gonna try to go for the revive, and I think they got time. Even though they're outside of zone, I think it's not gonna be too hurtful. I'm gonna get eyes for a moment on Team Supreme, Team 3. They're finding themselves pretty darn close to ADP Rain. I've got eyes on Slime here, but he is oh, Pan is down. Slime is moving around in the bus. Bum Bum OP is doing the same in a Jeep, and Cobra is doing the same in a buggy. currently working his way by No Fear. Okay, so I guess that leaves me to go back to execute here. Nope, they got a little bit of space. And a member of Supreme Esports has been down. That's still Pan. But it looks like his teammates Bum Bum OP and Cobra might actually make it over there. Yeah. Cobra taking quite a hit there.
It'd be difficult to get Pan up unless he smoked that area pretty well, because he's kind of exposed, and they're going to be themselves to get down there to pick him up.
Absolutely. And Cobra's going to go for it. Here we go. Oh no, he's not trying to get a revive. What am I saying? I think that, you know, it's a tough call here, but I think he's probably making the right one.
Which goes going for
oh, I didn't realize. I didn't even realize. Okay, I thought they were going to let him go. Oh, Cobra taking some monster shots here. Brought down to about just above half health. With members of ADP Rain in sight, he climbs onto the boxes. We'll see what he's got. He's got CC in his sight with a 3x M4, and he gets him down to about a quarter health, but not enough to get the knock. However, CC was spending all that time shooting and getting the knock on Bum Bum OP. And TD's going to be rotating in the vehicle. Cobra's not...
And get behind him. Then get behind Cobra.
No Fear. Banga taken out by Hitman Nobody. And, oh, goodness. Banga gets fist killed. Gotta watch how I phrase that. Alright, so Cobra brought down to half health once more. Gonna get this first aid off. Oh, Hitman and No Fear really having at it with one another. It looks like Hitman is down to just Ninja and Nobody, but they are right on top of a member from No Fear. Right on top of them. Let's go see. No Fear is down to 3 people. Blimmo, Desync, and Jubs. Blimmo with a nade. Jubs dodging a little bit of molly damage right there. He was very close to having to feel a little bit of that burn.
Ooh, and this zone is doing them no favors with half the water.
Oh, I love that though. I'm happy to see that. The participants aren't going to be thrilled.
Final circle, and there you go. Finally, they're able to slide out there for the rest of the team.
Nice takedown on Nobody.
It was taken out in that event.
And Nobody is thirsted by Blimmo. I guess that's No Fear getting the finish on Hitman Gaming. Okay, so let's get our attention elsewhere. Let's see, what should we be watching? Got a little bit of a spread. Okay, Catalysts are pretty close to Zexify. Zexify still currently with 0 kills on the board. Catalysts, pardon me, Catalysts with 1 kill. That's from Wick. We got 60 players left, pretty much, for this tiny zone. Well, it's tiny because half of it's occupied by water, but...
Exactly.
Fortune Esports getting a little uncomfortably close to Reality. Yep, it's Yoshi who's finding himself driving right next to members of Reality. And he's going to get away without being even shot. Oh, I take that back. I withdraw my previous statement. He is being shot at, but he gets away no problem. Let's see if the same can be said about Nat, his teammate, and it looks like Nat's going to get away as well. Okay, we have an altercation here, though, happening between Overclock right now and members of Ogilvy. Overclock and Ogilvy. We got Mel, Yams, and Toast. Versus Pew Pew, Kanga, and Sierra. Lots of throwables coming into the mix here.
The problem is Ogilvy has to close the distance to get in there to push him in.
I agree.
Overclock is just holding them off from being able to push. But here
but here here's the push.
Jump it in a little bit quicker now.
It's from Kang and Sierra. Kang 54 and Sierra. And Kang cooking up a molly. And however, they're throwing a molly on the stairs to keep him out. Pew Pew with a nice little bit of Overwatch might get eyes on Toast here. Not quite. Oh, lots of throwables. Here we go. A nice takedown by Kang onto Mel. Sierra not confused for a second as to where Toast is.
Yeah, now just this time to push it on Toast.
And look, Toast trying to block the door with the vehicle. Interesting. A little pre-fire there from Sierra. And look, there's the takedown right there from his teammate Kang.
He said they push it
Her teammate
each
Kang.
time. Going against these guys like 3v1, 2v1 each time they go, and then just finish them off.
Oh, that's Tip Top going in. Tip Top. They just lose Ning right there. So it's up to Rix, Su Yu, and First Frost. And look here, they are currently sandwiched in between members of Newborn Sens and Dior Esports. However, Newborn Sens is down to just King, and he is kind of outnumbered in this situation. It's too late to do much. He can't get away. They know he's here. Su Yu is right on him.
And as the circle pushes it again, it's keeping about at least a third of that half of the zone in the water.
And King is being shot at, and here's the push to Su Yu with the finish. Sorry about that. Can you say that again?
With this next circle also has at least a third, if not half, of the zone in water. So it just keeps it, that much less land you have to get in there. And I'm surprised there's been a team that's gone out, boat and just hit out there, waiting for the circle to come in.
It's true. I was kind of surprised now that I didn't think about that, but now that you mention it, you know what? I also forgot to turn off all chat once again. So if we have someone going into all chat, I apologize. No fear, OP. That's my team, main. Well, that's what's up, Deshi. Thank you for tuning in to show him some support. All right, I'm going to get eyes on members of Team 13 Reality as they're up against members of Counter 7. Counter 7, still a full squad here. Oh, Bang getting Su Yu from Tip Top. Socrates coming in saying, join my live. You're going to get banned for that, buddy.
I was going to fish somebody else's chat. That always works out well.
All right, getting my attention to Alpha Wolf. He's the only remaining member for Execute, and he's being pushed right now as we speak by Ogilvy. Oh, and that nade has got to be good. Oh, he jumps out just in time, and he is taken out in the jump off by Kang. Kang having himself quite a game. All right, Zexify. Oh, they are in trouble. Or, nope, I take it back. They're not in trouble. They've got multiple members. They're nearby Reality. I thought that there was one person, Quinn, on his own, but he's actually with Jess and all of his teammates. Making it a fair fight. And here we go. Zexify pushing a little bit further away from Reality. Going to try to get a little bit of distance. However, Reality takes out Jess and quickly thirsts.
These teams, ADP, Reality, all trying to push into this zone. to get in, because now it being the fourth going to fifth zone, this means you can't be hanging out in the blue zone trying to find a way in. You gotta get yourself into that zone. It's still at least 20% of that 25% of the circle is still in the water.
Yep. Oh, we got Luxeria very close by Trouble. Trouble being counter 7. I'm gonna go God's Eye on this for just a moment. Oh, Reality. Zuko from above was just taken out. And Luxeria putting some shots down, however, taking a big hit himself. He's got 4 first aids. He's going to need to use them very soon. He's trying to get some distance between himself and the buggy before it explodes. See if he can get this first aid off. Oh, Slime, the last remaining member from Supreme, very close by Trouble. Trouble is in the shape of Ogilvy members. However, he is not making a single sound. And look, that's a member of goodness gracious, that was Expressions, who was downed, and his teammate was as well, eliminating the team for now. I'm going to go over back to, is that Dior? Nope, pardon me, it's RGE, very, very close by the Suicide Boys. Suicide's the winner of round 1, but they are currently occupying the dead zone, taking some damage. TG taken out by Catalyst, Kato, and quickly thirsted. That'll be Kato's first kill and the team's 4th. But now Kato's trying to get eyes on Xerox, as well as Mark. He's rocking himself an 8X with an SLR.
FTN is dog shit, bro.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Shots being put down onto Xerox.
So if he does make it out here, I mean, that's a huge turnaround from first place in match 1 to a 12th place finish in match 2. If it goes as it is right now, he's got to keep himself alive and get these placement points.
And we are, of course, talking about Suicide Lewis here. Oh, and however, Lewis is taking quite a hit as he works his way into zone. He is just barely alive with nothing but 4 bandages and 2 boosts. This could spell trouble for Lewis here. And he is, not to mention how close he is, and to members of Catalyst, and there's the nade to finish him off. What a nade it was.
So the top of this leaderboard just went wide open with that loss.
Yep, so now I got eyes on Tip Top, and they're currently pinched in between members of Dior and Catalyst. Oh, Zexify has just been eliminated. And look, Catalyst Memo finding himself a little too close to the Tip Top boys, being fired at as we speak. And being fired at by counter 7 as well. Memo and Kato are the last 2 hopes here, and Kato is down. Memo's the last hope now for Catalyst, with multiple members of Tip Top right on him. Here we go. And that's a finish on Memo. Hey, look here, we got Notorious Elites Team 5 squaring off as we speak against ADP Rain. Ooh, Zuko from Reality is out of it.
They've been pushing him pretty hard and able to pull him off, getting those knocks.
Ooh, Dior clapped going in. Not Hades got a nade right there. That was Hades from Notorious Elites. Unfortunately, I didn't see it, but ooh, his teammate Z is knocked.
Get out of that zone.
Oh, they come out victorious.
This is the 5th zone.
Oh, look at this. Tip Top just camping on RGE Mark. RGE Mark is eliminated. Okay, going back to Reality versus Counter 7 here. And Freaky is eliminated right there, and then look here, it doesn't stop. Ogilvy up in the mix now with members of Notorious Elites. Boy, when we said that it was a trade, you get all your action at the end right here.
Exactly. There's this Notorious Elite that came in here. There's only 3 members that played very, very passively. Getting, but you know, as soon as now that it's gotten down to a few players, they took out ADP at those 3 kills. Plus, now they're going for those. We get at least a top 6 finish, trying to get as many kills as they can. This will be the team that we're talking to after this match, also.
Oh, great, great. Oh, here we go. Here's the push from Kang, and that's a quick takedown. Kang's teammate's going down. Oh, Kang is going off. Push. Goodness gracious, Kang gets Cushy and Hades.
That was a great push by those guys.
And Z. Kang took them all down with that Uzi.
Ogilvy,
all right.
That's, you know, they just really did that very, very well. They came around that corner, all 3 of the members, and were able to push right through.
we got counter 7 up, still a full squad with 6 kills on the board. They actually are putting up a pretty good performance this round. But they've got so much opposition nearby. They got Dior below them, and behind them they got members of Tip Top. I'm gonna go God's Eye here to see everything in perspective. Urza could be in trouble. He's pretty close by Ogilvy. Oh, that's a nice knock on Bang. Speedy taking quite a hit there. Brought down to about a third of his health. Was that good? Oh, Russell taken out. Speedy gonna stick this revive here. Now look at this Ogilvy going up against counter 7 with throwables, and that's Sierra taken out. I have no idea how to say his name. And here's a push from Kang, getting closer and closer to members of Tip Top. Ooh, fired down to about a quarter health by Urza. Now Kang directs his attention to Urza, but Urza with a knock with a mini 14. And that's a quick thirst, understandably.
Urza's getting saves and kills all by his lonesome there at the very end.
He is the last remaining member from Counter 7 and one of 3 teams remaining. Guys, it's down to Tip Top, Dior, and Counter 7 in a 3v2v1 to end round 2. Urza taking quite a bit of damage and knocked out right then and there by Tip Top. So it's Tip Top versus Dior in a 3v2. Speedy and Bang here. Oh, Speedy taken down to just above half health by that nade. And there's another one taking him down to about 10% health. This could spell trouble for Speedy. And then trouble for Speedy means trouble for Bang, because it means he's all on his own. And I'm thinking Speedy is out of meds. Otherwise, he would have boosted up by now. Oh, what a nade on Bang!
Wow.
That was Sue Yu, and here's the push. Speedy is in big trouble. And that is a finish right there for the game win.
Use those utilities so successfully.
So, in the end, Tip Top is going to grab the win with 10 kills even. Very nicely done to the boys and girls and Tip Top. We got Dior Esports grabbing second place with 7 kills. Counter 7 going to grab third with 7 kills as well. We got Ogilvy taking fourth with 14 kills. Supreme in 5th place with 1 kill from Slime. Notorious Elites in 6th place with 3 kills. Reality going to grab 7th place with 4 kills, 3 of which are from Zuko. Real Gunners, RGE in 8th place with 1 kill from King. We got ADP Rain taking 9th place with 6 kills. The Catalysts are going to grab 10th with, 6 kills. Zexify in 11th with 1 kill from Quinn. 12th place belongs to Suicide, who were the winners of round 1. This time around, they're going to take 12th with 1 kill from Devour. We got Expressions grabbing 13th place with 1 kill from Nugs. We got Fortune Esports in 14th with 2 kills. Execute going to grab 15th with 0. Newborn Sin in 16th place with 1 kill from Brayan. No Fear in 17th with 5 kills. Overclock in 18th place, and they're going to do that with 1 kill from Yams. Hitman in 19th place with 1 kill from Nobody. And last place goes to the other Fortune Esports in 20th place with 0 kills. Alrighty guys, you know the drill. Stick around and we'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with round 3 of our 4-round scrim night. And in the meantime, I believe we actually do have an interview coming up again with Pickford and some more of these heavy hitters.
Fits from Notorious. We're going to talk about the Notorious. That match is hitting Beer Bar. Plus, they're from their first match and all about these guys right away.
All right, so stick around, guys. These are my very own RedEyes $400 dead in June qualifiers, Group A. We'll be back soon.
So, like we said, we are more than lucky to have with us Fitz from Notorious Elite. So, first of all, sir, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time after match shoot.
Thank you
You're
for
on
having
mute right now, bud.
Thank you for
So I
having
think
me.
we're hold. Oh, there you go. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, in that second match, you guys had a three-person team. It seemed like you guys were playing a pretty safe, passively trying to get those placement points early in the match. You guys seem to be getting into the zone early and holding down compounds, at least in the beginning of that Miramar map.
Yeah, we had to play a bit passive since it was just three of us, and one of our players didn't manage to join in time. So we had to play a bit passive and go for the placement.
Then it seemed to like around I think third or fourth zone, you really started to kick it off. You guys had Ogilvy on you at ADP. Now you guys were able to really deal with ADP pretty successfully in that first battle, and successfully take those guys on. How did that kind of walk us through that when you guys got those 3 kills from ADP and how that how that transpired?
We were actually planning to play more aggressive after we wiped that ADP squad, but we didn't really notice when the other team pulled up, and they just started raining nades on us, and we just the comms weren't really there. So when they pushed up, we just got caught lacking.
That's what happened. I mean, that's what Ogilvy's been doing. They did the first match, and they did, I guess, the second match. They're kind of waiting for the end of a battle. That they're pushing in there right after that battle's over, third party, and being pretty successful at it. Because, like I said, when they were coming around the house where you guys were at, you guys were on the outside of the house. They just pushed all 3 of them together, and you guys were just right there. And you guys were so just finishing up from that ADP match. So obviously, you guys are trying to reloot, get healed up, and they're right there blasting.
Yeah, we didn't really expect them to push up since they were deeper in zone than us, so we expected them to at least gatekeep or something. But they just went straight for it.
So give us a little history. Who is Notorious Elite? What you guys about? How did you guys start? What's your guys' story?
Notorious Elites were part of an organization. There are 2 teams in Notorious. There's Notorious Elites and Notorious Gaming. We started playing comp like back in September of last year. We've just been building up slowly, and I think we're a pretty solid team as of now. We've grown to be like really good together, and I mean, if we had a fort last game, I'm pretty sure that match would have ended pretty differently.
I mean, that's a lot of times how it is. But you guys obviously have that third play. You get into that mindset knowing that you were kind of down a person, so you'd have to play. Well, not especially. I know that when we play on my team is that we try to play passively until there's about 30 players left in the lobby, and then once that's when we really try to become super aggressive and really go after the kills. Because nowadays, you have to get those placement points. And placement points are so important. Plus, you gotta get the kills. You gotta get a good balance. But taking all that risk early in a match really do yourself a disservice if you're taking a lot of knocks. You get knocked a lot or losing a player early in a match, and you have the rest of the match to go through. Would you say Notorious is more of aggressive, passive? How do you guys play your games?
Notorious, we usually play really aggressive. Not from the start, but like whenever we get into final circles, we try to play more aggressive to get more kills and more points, so that we secure the top spots in the leaderboard. Because if we just go for placement, then sometimes there are teams that just rack up a lot of kills, and then we just can't catch up eventually after that.
Yeah, it's hard. So, when you're having a four match, because I mean you finished what, 5th in the second match, right? 5th or 6th?
Yeah, 5th.
And how did you? What did you finish in the first one?
We died pretty early in the first.
Yeah. So you obviously you're pretty much. I would say you're pretty much like as I read at the edge of the top 10. Now you have 2 more matches. What's your game plan to really push forward to get in there?
We're gonna try to play aggressive from the start. we're just gonna try to play aggressive from the start and just make smart pushes if we're gonna push the squad, get openings, get angles, and just go for all the points you can get.
All right, because I mean you're in that kind of like in between where like you have two really good matches, you're right to the top three. If you have two so matches, you're out of it. You can really you can easily. When you guys are right now, you can easily be the top three or the end up 15th. If you have a bad match or two, it's you're really in that like in between. So I think that you guys definitely have a skill set to do it. It's just if you can get all four players on the same page and get aggressive. What are you communicating to the rest of your teammates going into this third, fourth match, and how you guys can be successful to get yourself into the next round of this tournament?
We're gonna rotate early, take spots in which we know we can get kills from, and we're just gonna go all out this last two matches.
All right. Well, I think that's a great plan. And again, thank you very much for giving us a few minutes of your time. I'll let you get you and your team into the room for the third match in Sandhawk. And again, thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time, and good luck for tonight, and hopefully for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks a ton, guys. I know it wasn't.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know I didn't get to say much or anything, but I was just trying to get things ready for this next room.
Yeah,
but I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate it.
It's not like sitting around like drinking soup and smoking weed. He's got like the room's open. He's gonna answer about 10,000 questions that come up.
Exactly.
Are coming in like, why did you get my code? This code doesn't work. And yes, it is. Try again. What about this code? So Red, you just do your thing, and I'll do the talking because then we got about 8,000 balls to juggle in between each match.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck, Fitz.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
And as we go now, what we said is that we talked about it with that Notorious team. Is that Notorious are in this weird? They're in this like gray zone where it'd be easy that if you are currently in say 14th, 15th place, you're not going to get top three. Let's go in there. Let's frag out. Let's have some fun.
That's what I'm hoping.
And do what you're saying. Or if you're top five right now, you're like, okay, we got to protect our spot. We got to push this top three finish and really play a way that is not if as smart as you can because you want to get that bye to the next round. But where Notorious Elite is at is they're in that 8th, 9th, 10th position. So if they go out and have two great matches, they can sit in the top three.
Absolutely.
But if they don't, their night's over. They can either have a great night or a bad night, regardless. If they go out there and they play overly aggressive, you get a 15th place finish, it doesn't do good. If I was those guys, I'd be like I'd say, I'd play passive early, try to get those placement points, try to get in the zone early, get people on rotations, knock people on rotations, get those finishes, don't let people take your finishes, and then when you get down to about 30 people, that's when you really want to start fragging out. That's when you got the top 10, then you have to get kills and go with it. Or it's not gonna be enough. But they're in a real, they're at the center of that teeter-totter, being, because even if you go in there and they play, it's so difficult to get that top three. It's not an easy thing to get one of these top three finishes, top four finishes. So if you have an opportunity, you don't want to throw that opportunity away by just being overly aggressive in the third or fourth match. Because if you had one good match and one not so good, they gotta really stay with it. And it can be more mentally taxing for a team like that is in that in-between spot than it is a team that's completely out of it or a team that's got themselves first, second place already.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing with who was it, Suicide. First place in the first match
and 12th
place in the middle.
Yeah.
They're in that 5th, 6th, 7th position probably right now. They obviously know that they can do well enough to get the points, but can they step up and get themselves in there? That's the real question to ask.
I couldn't agree with you more. Both teams are kind of riding that line of make it or break it. And here's the thing, if you are going to ride the line and it just so happened to be unfortunate and break it, faring not so well in one of these matches, I am going to just ask that you stick it out and play all matches, or you will be banned from Dead in July, which could, very well be even bigger of an event. So.
And I'm gonna give a little a secret as a team owner for quite a few years. If you have a reputation of showing up to all the matches, always being there, you know what's gonna happen? Eventually, there's gonna be one spot open. There's gonna be one spot open in another tournament, or maybe one night, maybe you didn't make it tonight, and maybe in another night, there's a team drops at the last second, and RedEyes gonna be like, "What team do I know that always shows up for all 4 matches? Maybe I'll give them another opportunity to make it to the finals." So you want to get that reputation of playing all 4 matches. So when an opportunity comes up, that caster reaches out to those teams that they know will always be there all 4 matches, always show up and always play to the last battle.
Absolutely, dude. I couldn't agree with everything you just said.
It's just happened with Misfire many times where, we've got invites to tournaments that we probably didn't have the skill set for, but because they knew that we show up for all the matches,
You
we were
still
allowed
got
in.
the...
And,
Absolutely.
and
I would
we
much
did well,
rather...
and
Go ahead.
Because that's what Caster wants. Caster wants the teams that are going to be there for all 4 matches. Nothing's worse than having 24 teams in match 1 and 16 teams in match 4.
Oh, it's a real kick to my ego when that happens. But luckily, so far tonight, the teams have all been present, and I appreciate that not one single team has been
you've been
disqualified.
building on this for month after month after month, really building
This
a
is
good
the 5th
foundation
month.
of teams that get invited, they're allowed in.
Yep.
So it's the same teams that are always showing up. Those teams are going to come back and get invited back again month after month, and eventually, maybe for the first month or 2, you get kind of stuck with you don't know as well, so that they might do you dirty. But then once you get your core foundation of teams that you know is going to show up, know is going to be there the whole match, that's when you're really in that catbird spot, because you know that even though there is a skill difference between all teams, that all these teams want to be here for all 4 matches and are dedicated to the process, both your process of casting it and their process of improving. Because I tell you what, if you're not doing very well, the best way to get better is to practice more scrims.
100%.
Play some more.
100%.
I've never heard to be getting better by like, okay, we're doing terribly, so let's stop playing anymore. I never feel like you want to get out there and get some more matches and get some more scrims.
And at the very least, even if you don't feel like playing all 4 matches, just go and hot drop. Hot drop where you think people are going to go and have some fun with it. Play overly aggressive and get killed, and you'll be fine. I'll invite you back.
It'll literally take you an extra 90 seconds if you really want to. If you really are like, I don't want to play, hot drop super hard on a team that you know, or go to where they're the best team. Let's go for the best team. Hot drop on them, and maybe and tell you what, how great would it be to knock them out, or you get killed. Either way, you get what you want. But if I'm not doing very well and I can hot drop on one of the better teams and kill them, I'll tell you what, that makes a bad night into a good night, because at least I have that going for me.
Absolutely.
As we didn't do very well, but at least we knocked out one of these better teams, and was able to play well at least for 1 match.
I couldn't agree more. Sorry, I'm sending a message out.
Go right ahead, because it is a people want scrims. They want high quality scrims. They want scrims that pay out cash prizes. Well, it's a 2-way street. You got to support the caster. You got to watch them. You got to participate in all the matches. Otherwise, they're going to go away.
Yep.
If I'm a caster, and once at a team that I know once they're out of it, they just stop showing up. Excuse me. What's the point of putting them on?
I agree.
Taking my own time, my own money, my own effort.
I just want to say a huge thank you to all the participants tonight. Every team has shown up, and right now we have 79 people in the lobby. Only person missing is 1 member of Execute. I'm going to give it till the end of 36, and then we're going to start it up. But let's see how that goes. Let's see if they can get him in here. And he's just hopped in. And let's get it going.
Let's go. Look at that. I love it.
Yes, sir.
And this is the match that is it is time to pay the rent. This is where you're gonna get that spread where teams that are in it are still in it, can make a move to fight for those positions in the last match, or a team's just gonna find themselves out of the competition. This is a very important match right here, because you can get a lot of kills very easily, or you get knocked out very hard. You get
100%.
On the small map, you gotta be ready to go in a moment's notice.
100%. Welcome back, guys. We are here for round 3 of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers, Group A, brought to you and sponsored by Wildcard Gaming. And we're gonna be kicking round 3 off as a Sandhawk. And what needs to be said about a Sandhawk? Basically everything that my co-caster just said, but also I will give into the fact that it's the smallest map that we have in the game. Technically, Livick and Carrington are smaller, but we don't mess with those in scrim, so this is the smallest map that we have to work with, meaning the odds of two teams landing next to each other is just automatically going to be higher. But this is also the most condensed map, meaning it's the most lush in vegetation. There is more trees and boulders to hide behind and grass to hide inside, so you need to be alert for a higher than average number of snakes. And the last thing I want to say about Sandhawk is that this map is so small that the flight path really doesn't matter. You can get anywhere on the map just by deploying your chute early enough. So with that being said, we see that this flight path may not be the most ideal, does not really matter. Everywhere on the map is accessible. And that is a surprisingly large number of early jumpers here. We got RGE, Counter 7, Supreme, and Fortune Esports all looking like they're flying over the Hot 10 area. ADP Rain below that cluster. Oh, Cow looks like it might be contested here between Notorious and Newborn Sin. And yep, and it looks like King from Newborn Sin is landing right in the mix with Notorious. Hey, yo, DJ, cut the beat. And let's get some sound back. There's an M4 right there for you, and he sees it. Good. Let's see if any... Oh, yeah, it looks like members of Execute might land here with the Suicide Boys. And same can be said about Tip Top, the winners of round 2, landing with Reality at Ruins. We're going to get a lot of action here right off the bat. And look, Supreme is fighting right now against the other Fortune Esports. It's Fortune Esports White. Oh, I take it back. It's just a regular Fortune Esports.
If you remember, Tip Top, although they won match 2, they got knocked out very early in match 1.
That's very true.
Both those teams that have been successful in getting a win did not do well in their other match. So like I said, that score is wide open. So
yeah,
take one of those positions.
This really is still any team's game at this point.
Yes, you're 100% right. And one thing I do like is that I can see that the circle is going away from Alpha. A lot of times you'll see that circle when it goes all on Alpha. You have the 3-island kind of water issue on a circle. It looks like they're all going to be on the main island probably when this cold goes down, so it'll be more of the snaking and the using of the terrain versus use of water. I think when the circle gets into the third and fourth circle.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. We have so many close encounters here. Oh, it looks like Russell, GC Russell going in. I'm not sure which team he is on again. I forgot. If you find it, let me know. Oh, he's on Counter 7. It looks like he just got a knock on an RGE member, and he is knocked himself by Xerox right then and there. That leaves it up to Ano Miko, Echo, and Urza. Urza are going to try to stick the revive while Echo gets put a little bit of a closer angle here. This could be risky here for Counter 7. And great knock by Russell onto King. He is ticked. It's a little revenge from him. And he's pushing up on TG. TG has no eyes on him, and that is why he is taken down right after he gets Urza. Russell saving the day there, but it's not over as they're being pushed up on by other members of Counter 7. Other members of RGE. And there is a takedown. Rohan getting Russell right then and there. Hades got Cushy with a nade. Hey, and Inomiko with the finish. You hear me, Pickford? You still here, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm
okay.
I'm just keeping an eye on this little battle up here in Hot 10. You got Supreme and Yoshi and those guys, FTN. They're just setting up. They know each other are there. They're just kind of setting each other up, trying to see if they probe each other and get some shots at each other with Plum Pie making a rotation on. They're right there. I mean, they are very, very close to each other, knowing that they're there and just waiting to try to battle off.
Yeah. Goodness, Zexify and Fortune just biding each other's time. Oh, and there's King taking out Notorious Fids. That leaves Hades as the last member up for Notorious Elites. And here he goes. He gets one knock on Jers. And that is a finish on Hades by King. and they will be able to get their boy up. But look here, Luxuria and the rest of Zexify, they're so close to Fortune. And the same can be said about the other Fortune team being that close to Supreme. Oh. Who's putting these shots down? I think that was Luxuria. I could be wrong. Alright. I kind of like the spread that Fortune is taking here versus Zexify's kind of cluster of just being together. That spread, I think, will be a little bit more beneficial. Allow you to get multiple angles on Zexify. Also, you're not going to get all knocked at the same spray, and I think that has a lot of advantages. However, let's look at the flip side. If you do get knocked, the odds of you being revived are much slimmer than, let's say, if Zexify got knocked.
I think right now is going to be on what Spooky does. The Spooky can, with that flank over there, can get a knock, allow the rest of the team to push forward.
Same with Asteroid.
But with Spooky being like on an island, if he gets knocked and he's by himself, if him or Asteroid gets knocked, it's going to be very difficult for them to get picked up. They're going to lose that player. Whereas looks like Luxuria and Jess and Quinn, they should be able to stay close enough to be able to pick each other up if it's needed.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think Asteroid has a great little flank there, but I think he waited a little bit too long because he had an opportunity to go after Quinn or Michaela or Luxuria, and I think now they're all a little bit further away and a little bit more covered. But you know, hindsight being 20/20. That's one of those situations. Oh, we see Overclock not too far away from members of No Fear. That's not close enough. I'm going to go back to the task at hand, and I just heard a nade. So I'll go back to Zexify versus Fortune because Jess has got someone right on him. Oh, and Spooky does
get the knock on Michaela.
You called it. You called it. And here we go. Jess being a little bit overly passive here.
As soon as it happens, look at how the rest of Fortune all starts to that knock.
Yeah.
Even though the knock isn't by them, you take that to put that.
Oh, nice knock on Spooky by Jess.
Here they go. This is on now. They got a Fortune got to keep this push going now.
And Jess takes another one down. It's Jess getting Neptune.
Close.
It's up to Quinn and Jess here. Quinn's going to try to get the revive on Michaela. Jess needs to heal. And Useless going to heal himself up.
Yeah, Quinn and Michaela are going to try to push it with and deal with what's just Useless. You got Jess, Quinn, and Useless. I mean, I don't know what Quinn's pushing there hard. It's a 3v1.
Yeah, and look, there comes a nade. Is it gonna hit?
Quinn needs to get in there.
Great knock on Spooky. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a knock on Spooky. Whoops. Did see me. However, that's a great knock. And
look who's here.
Useless is eliminated.
Jess. Push it in for the third time now.
Good stuff.
They did it in match 1.
Oh, you're right.
Match 2, and
coming in for a perfect third party.
To the third party. This is the third time that they've done this. They're going to try to push it on this team, but if Kang and Casper get in there soon enough before the same team players can get picked up, they did it against Execute in match 1 and Notorious Elites in match 2.
Absolutely.
So they can do it against these guys in Zexify in match 3.
Oh, and Sierra getting the first knock on Michaela with the nade and getting Quinn. It's a double knock with the nade. That's going to be a push for sure. And Casper leading the forefront, coming in, getting the takedown on Jess right then and there with the UMP.
Ogilvy just making a how-to manual on how to third-party team battles. They sit there, they waited, they saw the knocks, and as soon as that bat ended, they pushed in there. Did it match 1, they did it match 2, they did it match 3. It's successful every single time. Kudos to Ogilvy for being able to third-party teams when they get low and get those kills there and get at least 9 kills in the scripts by third party another team.
Oh, Overclock Blade taking some hits right there. He's not thirsted, but it's up to Yam, Sentry, and Toast to protect him. They got no fear up on the hill, and we got Blimmo rotating around. Desync at the bottom of the hill. Oh my goodness, lots of stuff happening here. And lots of close potential altercations brewing up. Oh, yep, here we go. Get eyes on Execute here. They're up against Reality. As we speak, they're right on top of each other. Mijo is down, leaving it up to Nyx, Alpha Wolf, and Nublet, pardon me. And Nyx going out. Nublet is down. Nyx waiting to... Oh, did he get him with it? I think he did. Oh, I was wrong. He didn't. And down goes Nyx right then and there, leaving everything up to Alpha Wolf, who's trying to stick this revive on Nublet. Needs 3 more seconds. He gets the revive, but here comes Zuko.
Oh, push Zuko right back.
Wolf brought down right then and there. Nublet with no health here, just being prone. Gonna try to get this med kit off. I don't know if he'll be able to do it in time. Zuko is right up there.
There's no helmet.
Oh, you're right, he doesn't. Oh, but he does get that full med kit off. Nug's taking out King. Brian taken out by Kappas. Banga getting first frost of Tip Top. And Dior closing in on Overclock as we speak. I gotta go see about that. Yams knows. Clapped from Dior. Looks like he got one. That was Sentry.
Oh, and Zuko finishes him off.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. Oh, look, so many members of Dior are down. That leaves it all up to Bang here, who's trying to get this revive on Clap, but he's being pushed up on by Overclock members. Yams is right there. Nice takedown by Bang. And he gets another knock. And he gets another knock. Bang is going in. He's squad wiped. Dior
Wow.
Bang just squad wiped right then and there. Goodness. Oh, look here. Tip Top Esports is down to just Ricks. We got Sue Yu knocked. Oh boy, Ricks is eliminated. Good job, Ogilvy. Now look at this. Dior Bang, who just did this amazing squad wipe, already being closed in on by members of ADP Reign. Ooh, CC from ADP taking a lot of nade damage there from Bang. Ooh, Blimmo going after Catalyst members. Oh, counter 7 Urza's knocked outside of zone. We also see Supreme Esports facing off as we speak against ADP Reign. Slime just trying to work his way into zone.
They've been in the blue for quite a while, the Supreme team.
This is my buddy The Lone. Looks like he's subbing in for the Supremes. Trying to work his way down the cliff to get out of that zone, dead zone. And maybe get a rotation on ADP Reign. Urza eliminated by the zone. And ADP could be a little preoccupied here with Bang from Dior. Not just Supreme. But Valone is pushed right up to him. I think he's going to go for it.
Slime's way back there in the blue. Still.
Gosh, we are only down to 5 teams already. down to only 5 teams. When you say it out of order, it changes up everything. Oh,
teams right
Memo
there.
taking out
The
the play
western
zone.
side are all battling it out right.
I don't know who's fighting. Oh, a
Right,
Brill.
Rory.
Reality is taken out. I can't believe Bang has not been spotted yet. He's got so many members or so many oppositions right around him. So many enemigos. Alright. I gotta get eyes on Valone again. Him and Slime are way away from one another, and that's gonna be problematic.
Oh, Bang just knocked out.
Oh,
Raj
with a
Frankie
nade.
grenade.
Oh, that would be 5 kills if you can get the thirst. And this is the advantage of when you play TPP, is that third person peek.
ADP's right in front of him.
And there's a takedown on TT. And oh, almost got it.
He goes down to the blue though, I think.
Alright, this is Expressions putting shots down onto No Fear. As No Fear tries to work their way into zone, we see Jubs taking out Kang. Desync taken out by Nugs. Zhu Ying, pardon me, getting Ogilvy Casper. Bang brought down to about 5% health. He is likely done for. Blimmo gets Kappas with a 3x M4. Jubs is downed right then and there by Kato from Catalysts. Yeah, No Fear is pretty close to Expressions, and Sierra, the last remaining member from Ogilvy, already has 7 kills. Scratch that, we're gonna make that 8 as she gets Jubs right then and there.
Suicide was there to just try to heal himself out. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of that process. Just healing off the blue when they have this many players left. But what do I know? Is
Alright, we're down to 3 teams. It's a 4v1v1. We got Expressions with a very strong advantage here up against Sierra of Ogilvy and Blimmo of No Fear. And Sierra taking some shots. Her location is already given up. Brought down to half health. Now about a 5th, and that's a finish. So here we go. Blimmo getting caps, or kappas. Blimmo getting storm.
right there.
Oh, and there's the finish right then and there by Nugs.
So there we go. Another, and you know what? This is the 3rd team. 3 matches, 3 different ones.
Game over. Alrighty, guys. So, in the end, we got Expressions. They're going to be taking 1st place, and they're going to do so with 10 kills even. Great job to Expressions. No Fear in 2nd with 6 kills. We got Ogilvy grabbing 3rd with 12 kills. Very nice. Suicide is going to take 4th place this time around with 1 kill from Zhu Ying. Catalyst is going to grab 5th place with 1 kill from Kato. Reality is going to claim 6th place with 4 kills. Dior coming in 7th with 1 kill from Rush. ADP Rain in 8th place with, wow, I withdraw my previous statement. Dior in 7th place with 6 kills. I apologize. 6 kills for Dior, 5 of which came from Bang. ADP Rain in 8th place with 2 kills. We got Supreme grabbing 9th place with 2 kills. Counter 7 grabbing 10th place with 8. We got Fortune Esports, I'm just going to say Fortune, in 11th with 2 kills. Tip Top Esports in 12th with 0. That's not true. In 12th with 1. Overclock in 13th with 3. Execute in 14th with 0. Newborn Sin in 15th with 4, 3 of which came from King. Zexify in 16th with 4, 3 of which are from Jess. The other Fortune in 17th with 1 kill from Useless. Notorious in 8th place with 0. And we've got Hitman Gaming grabbing 19th with 0. And lastly, Real Gunners, RGE, grabbing 20th place with 1 kill from Ruhan. Alrighty guys, you know the drill. Stick around. We're going to be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with our 4th and our final round of the night. These are my very own RedEyes. Hold on, wait, actually, do we have another interview, Pickford?
Oh, yes, sir. We're going to get hopefully Cobra from Scream Esports and talk to those guys about their night and what they're all about as soon as I get them into the room.
Oh, great, great. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's going to be coming at you very shortly, and we will be back momentarily with the RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers, Group A. We'll be back soon.
Drama, take what's yours, bitch. Damn, bear.
No luck yet, Pickford? Uh-oh.
Alrighty, so after that third match, we are lucky enough to have Pat from Supreme Esports give us a little bit of his time. So, Pat, if you have to take off your mute real quick. Oh, I think I might have it. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, going over that third match, you guys dropped down into Hot Tin and have another, and you have another team right there, Fortune Esports, right with you, Hot Tin. You guys are kind of stuck in a stalemate right off the bat with that. Another team. You could get really a lot of loot right off the bat.
It was like we didn't really have that much time to lose because like we were already outside here. So we were like, we expecting to fight outside and just to start to go in. And like they were really wanted it. And then while we were about to like check safety, and then Bomb Zone just took our Cooper as soon as we got across.
And then it seemed like you guys tried to rotate on a Hot Tin and then really got yourself stuck in quite a long time. You know, obviously that's a fact. It really seemed like you guys couldn't get like the engine started. By the time you got out of Hot Tin, you tried to rotate out of there across the bridge. You lost one player. The blue comes in. Yeah, and then the blue was eating you guys up. And then by the time you get out of the blue red, you get right into a battle. You get a couple knocks, I think, and a kill. But it was like, you'd done so much work just to get out of the blue that it was almost like, you had nothing left.
Yeah, like we got the opening knock on the guys on the blue and we got out the other zone. And like my impulse was to make it, so even if I sprayed at least some shots and I got knocked right away, I had to get the reset. And then right after the defense, we just had to go like an even longer way. While we were running, like we heard them and they go by another team. And as soon as we got into the other zone, another team was waiting for us on the edge again. It's like we wasn't getting the chance to do.
So, give us a little history, a story of with Supreme Esports. Where you guys come from? How you guys been together? How you guys been together? What's your story?
Well, it's kind of like a newly formed team because like
Can you understand what he's saying? It's coming up muffled for me.
Is it?
It's like a newly formed team for sure. Like, I'm new to the team like about 2-3 weeks now.
Okay. You might even be better just unplugging your headset and just talking.
Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna click on. 1 second.
Oh, much better. Much better.
Hello?
Yep, go ahead.
Much better now. Yeah, now you're quiet.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, you're just a little bit quiet. A little bit quiet, hard to hear.
Yeah, we have a little bit of difficulty, which is fine. It happened in this game,
100%. No big deal.
But what we'll do is, we'll see if we can get that fixed and maybe get back to the pad after another.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to put some music on. If you guys get it fixed, that's cool. If not, no big deal. But we'll be back in about...
there we go. We'll
nice.
be back in about, 5 minutes and see if we can fix it. If not for tonight, then at least for another event. But again, thank you, Pat.
There we go. Much better.
There we go. Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, so you're saying what the history of Supreme? What's the story? How did you guys get together? What's the history?
We were like a newly formed team, like about 3 weeks ago, and like we set up with each other. And like I'm kind of new, so like I'm one of the newer players of the team, so like we see a lot of synergy, but we're trying to get there to be better. So like we're working on that. Tonight's just a little bit of an off night because like people were busy and whatnot, but we're gonna get through the next time maybe if we don't make it tonight, you know.
So, as a new player, what's some of your goals in Supreme? How do you see the team like forward in the future?
We look like a pretty promising team. We just gotta work on some stuff like inside our like comms, communication wise. And like I'm kind of lacking in my gun skill at the moment, so I'm just trying to work on that as well.
And
But like,
that's always a good idea.
yeah.
What do you guys think is like some of your best? What do you guys things you guys need some help with?
And like our rotating too, because like there are times like we get cut off one by one while rotating in our vehicles sometimes, like we saw in the Miramar game.
Well, all right. So, good luck with this last match. You have one last match in Eric. I hope you guys win there and be successful. You got some good players, Slide, Pepper, Chinks, and yourself. All you guys are high quality players. It's just if you guys get that right drop, right rotation, you guys can do very, very well in the last match. So, thank you very much for giving us your time and good luck in the last match.
Yeah, thank you. Have a blessed day.
There we go. So, again, we've seen 3 different teams get a victory tonight. Plus, teams, at least in the first 2 matches, that did get victories, did not do well in the other matches. So I think it's wide open. A team has to really go in here and try to get a. You got to be trying to get at least top 5 and at least 5 to 6 kills. I don't care who you are. If you're truly in first place or it's the last place. I mean, I think that you really have to give yourself an opportunity to be successful. Because even if, like I said, if you're one of those teams that just barely doesn't make it, and there's openings in the future qualifiers, that's you want to be. You want to be those teams that RedEyes calls on because it did well in qualifiers to get that hopefully an opportunity. Otherwise, if you're a team that's just like I said, hopefully not showing up, then that's not a second half. Plus, you get this like too. So hopefully, we get a nice full lobby for this last match. As we go into this last match on the original map, which is Ergo.
You there?
Yes, sir.
Is the interview over?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We called it up so we could get ready for this next match. We're talking about those teams getting in here and getting ready. All these teams have the opportunity. And I still think from what I'm looking at from scores, I'm looking at it's still wide open. For these positions.
Very cool, very cool. All right, I'm going to just put on a little bit of music. I have to go take care of one thing, and we'll get it started in about 3 minutes. Thank you for doing that interview, bro. Alrighty guys, we are back for our fourth and our final round of the night. That's correct. Hold on, let's see here. Bam! This is going to be the last match of my very own RedEyes $400 Dead in June qualifiers, Group A, sponsored and brought to you by Wildcard Gaming. And we're going to be ending the night the same way we started, which is with the Erangel, and everything that needs to be said about this map has already been said in round one. So I'm just going to save that spiel, and we're going to talk about the flight path and where people are going. Give me one moment, guys. Alright, perfect timing. So, this is not by any means a very ideal flight path for the participants. It's really going to limit their options, but they still have plenty of drop spots. They got Military Base, Primorse, Ferry Pier, Pachinki, Farm, Milta Power, Novo, as all potential hot spots and drop spots. We're just going to have to see where people go. Pickford, can you hear me, bud?
Yes, sir. And also you have those notorious races for car spawn spots. They hold cars there. We might see there's one for 2 squads, jumps down where a plate cars there, and you start having some getting run over. Maybe somebody grabs a handgun out of a F-boy shack and starts shooting each other. So like I said, they're going to want to try to get north. They're going to try to go where they think the car's going to be, and if they don't drop fast enough, either car won't be there or the car will be there and it'll be there to run them over.
Yeah. And I do want to say this is with no disrespect to the Zexify team, but they are hereby banned from Dead in July. We are almost had a perfect attendance night from every single team, which would be the first time in 5 months that that's ever happened.
That's surprising.
And then they bailed the very last match, which is very unfortunate. But it happens. However, they will be banned from Dead in July. Alright, we got Supreme landing right here in the mix with Ogilvy at Military Base. I got eyes on Clapping Cheeks, who's got himself a Bison SKS combo. Slime with an SKS as well. Valone with a Scar L, and he is knocked in the face by Casper from Ogilvy. And Slime is downed as well, leaving it up to Pan and Clapping Cheeks. And Pan's a ways away. Clapping Cheeks is the last hope for Slime and Valone.
Yeah, Pan is close at distance most immediately. Although Clapping Cheeks does have a tiny King Kong with do that help.
Yeah. I found that they don't do quite as much as you think they should for as much as they cost. Alright, Ogilvy going in there. Casper's downed, but they still have Sierra, Pew Pew, and Kang. Ogilvy, the kings of the third party, and Sierra goes down right there and then. It's up to Pew Pew and Kang.
The perfect time for Pan. No, never mind. Everyone's dead. Ogilvy gets another squad wipe. I mean,
RGE
with the early match kills them.
Yep.
And now they have pretty much except for if X with them, they pretty much have all habilitated themselves.
That's true. We got 2 other confrontations brewing here. We got members of Expressions right here in the mix with Catalysts and Notorious Elites. And we also have RGE very, very close by members of ADP Rain. With one member ADP knocked, that's TT. Thanks so much for the follow, Andrevo. Alright, also we got Dior here in the mix with members of Counter 7. Dior is down to just bang and rush. Whereas Counter 7 is still a full squad. Russell's a bit hurt, but he's still alive. We got Echo and Miko a ways away from the team, so it's really just Urza and Russell here as Dior pushes in. Urza's going to cook one up. Tichi getting CC with a UMP. Okay. None of these throwables are finding the connections that they're hoping for, but it's enough to keep Dior at bay just for now. Hey, buddy.
Well, it's like they're just kind of stuck on the first floor. They can't get themselves any angles on the team. I see someone up above them.
It's very true. It's very true. Urza might be able to get an ion bank. Nope. Alright, well, this is taking too long. I'm going to go switch over to Catalyst. They are still right on top of members of Expressions. Wick, in particular, is just taken down right then and there by Nugs with a drop shot UMP and a quick finish. Kato's down as well, leaving up to Memo and Irish. Memo has himself a VSS AK combo. It's one of my favorite combos to have. Russell getting bang from Dior. So that leaves Rush as the last hope now for Dior, and that is a finish on them. Looks like Counter 7 came out victorious.
Yeah, Dior was having a relatively good night because of those very ends. So obviously, they're going to have to recalculate and figure out their pros and cons and come back stronger.
That's right, yeah. And that's the attitude to have. Alright, we got RGE Zayrox going in, getting a knock, but he is now finished off. That is it for RGE. Oh boy, lots of close things happening here, but I'm going to keep my eyes on Expressions, just because they're currently sandwiched in between Catalyst and Notorious Elites.
Dude, a lot of teams are going off early in this match.
Oh yeah. Alright. We got No Fear moving their way by ADP Rain, taking the bridge into zone. Right here. Oh, and look here. We've got Execute in the mix with Expressions as well. That's Kang. Oh, pardon me. That's not Expressions. That is Ogilvy. Ogilvy and Execute. My apologies to Execute and to pardon me, my apologies to Ogilvy and to Expressions. I'm trying to remember who I'm apologizing to. Boy, Expressions is pretty close to Catalyst, which is now just a two-person team, Irish and Memo. See Irish just doing some belly bandit work here. Hey, what's up, Escobar? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Back to Execute.
Looks like on both bridges trying to get in the military. We got a little bit of a cluster.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. We got Newborn Sin right here in the mix with Fortune Esports, Team 8 and 16. Very close by one another. And wouldn't you know it, King is always the closest up, I feel. Great knock on Nat by King. Okay. Sierra's going to take Nyx out. So that Execute is having a bad go of it right here with the Ogilvy. That leaves it up to Nublet, Killjoy, and Alpha Wolf. Throwables coming from Killjoy. But it's definitely a push by Ogilvy, I think. Oh, look,
See how
Overclock.
successful
Sparky from Sparky from Overclock is right in the mix of Tip Top. Okay, he gets away. Now it's Yams. Yams and Blades getting right by him. Oh, and now I just missed the action. Irish and Memo did go off. Sorry. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting you, buddy. I didn't mean to. I just didn't want to.
No, not a problem. There's so much action.
Yeah, there's just so much happening.
7 different battles right now.
All right, Fortune Esports is down to just Yoshi, and I'm not even going to try to say that other guy's name, just because, for obvious reasons. Oh, Casper from Ogilvy getting execute Nix. Oh, Killjoy is knocked, leaving it up to Nublet and Alpha Wolf here. Nublet with an AK. And Kang taken down there. Sierra, or Casper, comes in for the finish on Nublet. Oh my goodness, so much is happening now. We've got members of No Fear really in the mix here. They got ADP Rain on one side. They got Fortune Esports to the side of them. Below them, they got Counter 7, and to their left, Overclock. Alright, back to ADP Rain. They're putting fire down onto members of Reality. However, Reality's a little more focused on No Fear. And that's a knock on Jubes by a Reality member, I believe. Jubes? I'm not sure how to say it. Alright, Zuko right here in the mix with ADP, and here's a push. Coming to help out his boys, Freaky and them. Freaky and Epidemic. Hey, Zuko taking out TT. There's a little pre-fire from Freaky, and here's the push. Nice finish on GG. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah. Newborn Sins finished off your favorite team. That was on the other side. They went through and finished off Fortune Esports.
Oh, okay.
And it was on the other. So they have the other bridge themselves. Although he is on the other side of the bridge, just waiting for a team to roll by. When you have 3 teams in reality, you have what was it Overclock and No Fear, all on that eastern bridge.
Yeah, and that's actually what I'm...
Just kind of waiting for someone to make... Because they don't really have to make moves because they're forcing them, but they're all kind of in just a little bit of a standoff right now.
Yeah, a battle of patience, if you will. A battle of patience. Oh, look at what members of the other Fortune are doing. They're swimming across the river. Doing what that other team did earlier. I think it was Ogilvy or something.
I mean, you got Suicide doing the same thing. You've seen that, a lot of teams said go for that swim. Not even trying to wait for mess with those bridges.
Sparky taking some hits.
Of course, you have.
Oh, dang it! I left the circle up on the screen. Sorry about that, guys.
It's coming down. Finally coming down now.
Goodness knows how long that circle was up. I had a circle up on my screen. I use it to highlight stuff, but... Uh-oh. Counter 7, about to square off right now against Fortune. And I'm wrong. I thought they were closer than they were.
I mean, all these player teams are so dug in right now.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but Ines, teammate, pushing right under, right into Treble. Treble being Ogilvy, and King is down, leaving everything up to Jers and Stacy. Jers makes it by. Stacy, not so lucky. And she is taken down. Jersey's the last hope, and he is long gone. What were you saying?
Ogilvy was just waiting there for across that bridge, where all three teams on the east bridge, they're so dug in where they're at. It's gonna be hard for someone's gonna make a decision going across that bridge. Just gonna see who's the first team that's gonna make the decision.
Absolutely. Oh, back to No Fear. Still
Because
holding off Overclock.
When they do go across, they're gonna have to deal with counter 7 is right on the other side of that bridge, waiting for whoever's gonna come across and get across. I think it's going to be No Fear that's going to make the first attempt to cross that. Echo's right on that bridge, just waiting for us to start going across and to communicate that to the rest of his team, who's a little bit on the eastern bridge. So he's going to try to put rounds on him, and then when they get past him, you're going to have, Ani, Miko, and Urza right there, right to blast him as soon as they get past Echo.
Jub's trying to get eyes on Reality, but no, it's not going to happen. Reality's biding their time. They know there's not a lot of good's going to come from pre-peaking that hill. They're getting in a vehicle, though, multiple vehicles and rotating. Maybe not. Maybe they're just moving the vehicles. Not sure what they're doing. Hey Morty, how you doing? Alright, I think they're about to square off. If they don't square off soon, I'm going to tune into something else.
They could not be close to sending across the bridge, not actually go across the bridge.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there waiting for the first thing to push in there.
Overclock is pushing over to No Fear.
Right behind them. Yeah, right behind them.
Oh, Sentry taking quite a hit, brought down to about 1/5 of his health. Actually, maybe less. Sparky's down. It's up to Yams, Blade, and Sentry here. This is Reality's chance to come in for a third party. Boy, this has got to pop off soon, right? Look at all these smokes from Overclock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Reality just bunched a little bit this way. Here they go. They're going down
Oh,
there.
yeah, they're making their way across the bridge.
Here comes Echo. Now, here they come. Echo's going to kill the team that they're coming. He's going to probably wait for them to go past them.
What team is Echo on?
Behind. Echo's on C7.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who you were talking about. I see here.
So
Yep, they're waiting. Bridge camping,
they're
yeah.
on the other end. Well, it's like Reality stopped way through.
Yeah, they're not going to just
bridge.
rush it. They might be stopping to peek and make sure that no one else is on the bridge, or they might be stopping because they actually want to bridge camp it themselves.
Exactly, because you know that there is at least 2 teams there that need to go across this bridge.
Here we go.
Zuko
Zuko's right
down
up.
to where Echo is.
Does he think he knows? I don't think he does.
I don't think he knows yet, no.
Freaky. Oh, boy. Quick takedown on Freaky. And that is a finish on Echo.
Got 2 out of 3.
Oh, look. It's popping off between No Fear and Overclock.
Yep.
Here's the push from Banga. He gets Sentry, and that is a wipe on Overclock by No Fear.
No Fear's got to get that loot, and then Catalyst decided, you know what, we'll swim across. You guys have fun.
Yeah. Look at this. Urza from Counter 7 finding himself and his team pinched in between Reality and Suicide. Echo's down. Miko is down. It's up to Russell and Urza, who are a ways away. They are not all together. Russell is now going to try to get over to the team. And look here, Reality pushing up. It's all up to Epidemic. He's the last member up for Reality. And I think
watch out for is that if looks like NF has decided to take that boat. If they just push across right now, they can really just destroy Reality. So they got like Vega and DC is coming right now behind Reality.
We'll have to see. That is a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Echo is up. Wait, no, he's not. What am I saying?
Oh, okay,
No, he's not.
Vega are gonna go underneath the bridge.
Yeah. I thought Echo was revived for some reason. Oh, here we go. Catalyst versus one member of No Fear who's swimming behind them. That's Blemo. And boy, that zone's hurting. Something fierce. And Blemo taken down right then and there. That leaves everything up to Desync and Banga. Desync's probably going to make it in.
Oh, geez. Fortunately, Esports White just hit the bottom in regards to films.
Alright, Reality still has the gatekeep on No Fear here. And there's Zuko putting the 3x M4 shots down under the bridge, trying to finish off those last few members of No Fear. Ogilvy and Catalyst probably about to be a thing. Yep, and Memo goes down. That leaves Catalyst all reliant on Irish, and he is finished off by Sierra from Ogilvy right there and then. Goodness, we're down to just a few teams left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. 5 teams.
Fifth zone, like D6
6.
and Banga of No Fear. They need to get out of that water. See, like this is the 5th one in the 6th zone.
Yeah.
This is the 6th zone. You can't heal fast enough, especially from the water. I mean, DC needs to get healthy. He almost got killed while he was in the water.
We're going to have to see. Oh, Sierra driving right by Trouble here. Trouble being Devour from Suicide. He puts the shots down, but does not get enough hits to get the knock.
Suicide's completely spread out. They got 3 of their members.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see that because they're the winners.
Far away from
Devour's being shot down from his bike. He's almost knocked off. But I am kind of surprised to see Suicide spread out like this when they already won match 2. So they had a really good shot of advancing. They still do. Maybe. I'm not sure. They actually placed, I believe, 12th in another match. So around there. Lots of shots here going off between, I guess it's Suicide and Fortune. And Zuko getting a knock. That'll be Zuko's 3rd kill or his 4th knock. Oh, goodness. And we've got Tip Top just hanging outside zone. Look at Ogilvy with 16 kills so far.
Yeah, I mean, they've been going off the bat. Not only is it 16 kills, it's spread up between all the players too. No one's really dominating. All of them going off. Now they're all trying to rotate into this zone, trying to find any openings.
Ooh, Raj is taken down. Oh, Reality just got wrecked. Oh, never mind. I have to take it back. I just accidentally switched out. Zuko, Freaky. Oh, Freaky's very lucky to be alive at all. Look at his health. He's going to throw a nade in there. If that connects, then boy. And goodness, Tip Top is in the picture now. Rick's taking a little bit of nade damage. It's not down to just him and Su Yu. Su Yu occupying the closet, fighting nades off here. Multiple nades being thrown in at Su Yu. Guys, we're down to just 5 teams. 16 players left. And here's Casper with some more throwables. That's a bad nade.
I was trying to get back to his team. Does not make it.
Oh,
Correct.
Lewis getting a reality knock. And so it's up to Raj, Epidemic, and Freaky here. So Fortune's still a full team, just with one knock. Same can be said about Reality. Suicide, a two-person team at this stage, but able, oh, pardon me, a three-person team. They are able to get Devour up. This is the calm before the final storm of the night. I like Casper's position. I think he's about to get some Reality members right now. Boom. Ah, and that gets... Oh, Zuko taken out by Neptune. But Casper's nade did all the heavy lifting. And Casper putting the shots down gets all of them low. But he's going to have to heal himself up first. And here comes the push from Epidemic. And look at that. Ogilvy Sierra saving Casper right there and then. Casper really desperately needs this first aid. So Suicide is down to just Devour. He's pushing in. Everyone's about to go down here.
Here it comes.
Zuko dodging Molly's, trying to get eyes on Casper, but now he's in the dead zone, and boy does it hurt. And that's it for Raj. Zuko's the last hope, and he is eliminated by zone. We got Ogilvy versus Suicide and Fortune Esports in a 4v3v1 to end our fourth and final match.
It's decent. Off. That's gonna be.
Finish him.
All right,
It's two teams.
4v3.
That's right. But and what with up? It's the classic battle of high ground versus compound.
Yeah. And even though Ogilvy has less numbers, they have much more kills. So they might be something to watch out for. And Ogilvy is now down a member, so it's really a 2v4. It's Casper and Pew Pew here. Casper might even try to stick a revive. I don't think that's a good idea, personally. Pew Pew putting the Overwatch shots on, gets damage down into Asteroid, and that is a knock. Gum getting the nade on his teammate, Asteroid. However, Pew Pew taken down right there and then. It's all up to Casper and Sierra.
You know, why they're not pushing for cheese? I mean, they know they've got two knocks. They let them. You don't want Ogilvy to get back up. He's too good to let them back up and get in fighting.
I agree. And Casper taken down, so it's all up to Sierra and Pew Pew. Thanks for the follow, Bongmain. Oh, it's Misfire Bongmain. How you doing, bro? And Sierra's down. It's all on Pew Pew here. Pew Pew's the last hope.
It'll be very difficult because he's wide open.
Oh.
Great job.
He put up a good effort. But yeah, in the end, Fortune Esports grabbing the dub. First place with 4 kills. Great job. Let's not say that without giving our credit to where credit is due. Ogilvy grabbing second place with 19 kills. Count them up.
Wow.
19. Great effort by Ogilvy. So while they might not have gotten first place, they got second place with way more kills. Probably going to beat them in points.
Probably got first place with all the kills.
Yeah.
But they played well this entire. You know, they played like a squad. They were always the same page, always pushed together.
Absolutely.
It's the putting there is very, very successful.
Absolutely. We got Suicide grabbing third place with 2 kills this time. Remember, they were winners of a previous match, so this high placement could be very helpful for them. They might just be able to advance. We'll have to see. We got Reality in 4th place with 6 kills. Tip Top in 5th with 8 kills. No Fear is going to take 6th place with 8 kills as well. We got Counter 7 taking 7th with 4, but get this, all 4 came from Russell. We got Catalyst in 8th place with 6 kills. Overclock gonna take 9th, but with 0. That's gonna hurt. We got Newborn Sin in 10th place with 4 kills, 3 of which are from King. The other Fortune Esports, or part of the other Fortune group, is in 11th with 1 kill from Yoshi. We got ADP Rain taking 12th with 3. Notorious Elites in 13th place with 1 kill from Hades. Execute in 14th with 0. Expressions in 15th with 1 kill from Nugs. RGE in 16th with 1 kill from King. Dior in 17th with 0. Hitman in 18th with 0. And lastly, 19th is going to go to Supreme with 0. Alrighty guys, give me 1 second to grab some quick screenshots. Alrighty, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for an amazing viewer turnout tonight. It really does mean the absolute world to me. I know a lot of you are here for the treasure chest. That's totally fine. But a lot of you are here to support me and support the teams, and it means a lot to Pickford and myself. With that being said, we're going to be back in just a couple days. This coming Sunday is round 2, Group B's qualifiers for the $400 Dead in June tournament. So you can be sure that we are going to be coming back with a lot more action. Pickford will either be with me or participating in the event himself. So we'll be seeing about that.
So, yes, of the 3 other nights, I'll either be playing it or be my 2 cents. So if you can see if I'm crap when it comes down to Misfire, but he will be in one of the either BCU. I don't know yet. I don't get any secrets if I can't get in advance. I find out when you guys find out, but I'm ready to go. And hopefully to be successful making the next round.
Yep. And guys, I just want to say thank you again. We're going to be back Sunday. With that being said, I hope you all have a great night. Have fun, be safe, and be kind to one another. We'll see you on Sunday. Have a good one. Yo, Pickford, you did awesome tonight, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm down for whatever. Obviously, like you said, hopefully we'll be successful, and hopefully I can't do the finals because we're playing it. But if not, I'll be here whenever I'm needed, my man.
Of course, man. Great. Sounds good, man. And I'll see you on Sunday.
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
Peace.